Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another great YouTube video. It's your boy Josh Effects. And if you're new to this channel, before we begin, guys, make sure you hit the subscription button. It will only take you 1 second of your time, guys. Let's grow this channel. So I hope you guys you are okay and hope you having a nice Sunday evening. So today I want to talk about how was I able to master trading psychology, my trading psychology very fast. How was I able to do it? So I'm going to give you the necessary guidelines or the necessary steps that I took to master trading psychology at a very quick step or a quick time, something like that. So how was I able to do it at a very quick pace? So I'm going to give you the whole guideline on how I did it. This is my way. This is how I did it to master my own trading psychology. So it all comes back to the thinking part. It all comes back to the thinking part. So as we know, trading psychology is very crucial and it contributes to even 90% of your success in trading. Like 90% belongs to trading psychology, 10% belongs to trade meaning trading strategy. So there's this quote that I've ever had it somewhere and it has been with me all throughout is if the thinking is right and the method is wrong, then you are automatically right. If the thinking is wrong, if the thinking is wrong and the method is right, then you are automatically wrong. It is the thinking that makes itself. I'll repeat again. If the thinking is right and the method is wrong, then you're automatically right. If the thinking is wrong and the method is right, then you are automatically wrong. It is the thinking that makes itself. So everything, it all comes back to the mind. It all comes back to how you think, to how 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 you perceive things. Because I tend to believe that whatever you experience in the outside environment is just a direct reflection of your inner mental environment. So for you to experience a different type of environment, you have to change you have to change your mental state. So that's how psychology is very important, not only in trading but to all different types of sections or types of industries in life. So now let's go back now to the story on how I was able to master trading psychology at a very quick speed. So after I had already developed my own trading system. Now a trading system consists of three things. According to me, you have a trading strategy. After I had already developed my own trading strategy and I knew it inside and out, then everything was good. Now after I had now developed a trade risk management, everything was good. Then later I developed a trade management plan. So I had all of these theory combination. This all things consists of a trading system. So after I already developed a trading system now, things now started to become much more clear. Now I could not find any other reasons for me to blame. I could not blame my trading strategy because my trading strategy works in the long run. I could not blame my risk management because I'd already fixed my risk management. I could not blame any other cause because I had already developed a trade management. So it all came down to, am I disciplined enough to follow my trading system? So it all came back to me. It never came back to anything else. Now I could not have find any reason for me to blame that maybe I'm using a bad strategy. No, my trading strategy is very good. I developed it on myself. Or maybe it's because I am a full margin trader. I don't have any trading risk management. No, I had developed a trading risk management. Or is it now because I don't have a trading management? No, I had developed. So every fingers after that point now, they were all pointing inside me. So now I became the the key for me to becoming a profitable forex trader. For me now it was the key because everything was pointing to me. I had to take responsibility now of everything that happens in the markets, and that's how I was able to quick master my trading strategy. Now it came now and I understood that now I am the enemy for my own success in my trading space. You see, so most traders, they don't even have a trading system, and that's where they already go wrong. They don't have a trading risk management, they don't have a trading strategy, they jump from one strategy to another, they don't stick to one trading strategy, they don't have a trading management plan. So when you don't have like a system already, so you tend to blame fingers, you tend to shift and not take responsibility, and that's how your psychology ends up being fucked up each and every single time. So I developed a clear way system, a clear trading system that now will prevent me from now blaming any person and taking the whole responsibility. And that's how it's a first step that will enable you to master your own trading strategy. Now you realize it was never about the market, it was all about you. It was all about you. Why am I in discipline? Why cannot I not follow through my rules? Why am I behaving like this? So it all now pointed to me. So if I wanted now to experience a different result, I had to do something else different. So the first case I did was after I developed now a clear trading system. Then now I started now taking full responsibility, and that is the first thing or tiny thing that improved my trading strategy, because now I knew and understood of whatever I was doing in the markets. So the next thing, and this is the most crucial thing I ever did, and this is a little secret I'm going to give you guys. So after I realized now it was not either the trading strategy or yeah, it was not the trading strategy that is preventing me from becoming profitable rather than my psychology. Now I asked myself, what is this that I'm doing that profitable traders are not doing? So I use a technique called as observation. And observation is one of the biggest techniques that can help you to master anything at a very quick, quick speed. So I use this thing called observation. And I said to myself, what is this that I'm doing? Or because I already have a good trading strategy, a good risk management, and a good trading plan. So what is this that I'm doing, or what is my way of thinking that I'm doing that is different to what these guys are doing, to what these profitable traders are doing? So now I had to develop this trading, this simple skill, observation. Now I placed a task on myself that I'm going to observe these professional traders. And remember, there are so many forex social influencers. Not all of them that are profitable. So it's up to you as my viewer to identify who is the guy that you're going to be observing from. So I went to observe from a guy that to me he was legit, and actually I liked everything. So I used to observe on how he was trading during live trading sessions. Now, pay key attention here on whatever I did. I never paid attention to his trading strategy. I didn't even care about his trading strategy or his trading management or trading risk management. All I went there to see was and observe was how he was thinking. I will repeat again, because thinking is 90% of everything. It affects everything. How you think is how you perceive situations, events, and everything. So my task was, I knew the problem was thinking. The thinking part was I was fucked up, and that's where the psychology part comes in. So I needed to know what are these guys, how is their mind, how are they thinking that is completely different from mine. So I used to go to YouTube, his live trading sessions, and just observe how this guy was thinking during them while he was trading during live sessions, before taking a trade, while in a trade, and after a trade, or how was this guy thinking. Now that's how I was able now to identify ways that completely amazed me. I had the wrong thinking about trading. I was thinking the wrong way. So when I now went to observe this professional trader, and I realized, man, my thinking has been fucking me up. That's why my psychology was bad. These guys, trust me, they think differently to most traders. The way they think, and the way they think before they enter a trade, the way they think when they are when they are in a trade, and how they think after a trade is totally different to most unprofessional traders. So many, the thinking is so much different. These guys are thinking differently, and they have developed so strong beliefs on their new ways of thinking. So after I did that research, now observation, and I realized, I noted down everything, how they used to think, how I think and how they think, and and it was like a different world. Like they were on a world A and I'm on world B. Now the simple thing, after observation, I said that I'm going to copy whatever their way of thinking. I never said I'm going to copy the trading strategy. I never did that. I copied their way of thinking, how they were thinking, all of their thoughts that were running, what they were saying with their mouth, how they were perceiving situation, how they were perceiving a loss, how they were reacting after a win, how they were reacting if the market goes against them. So all those are the things that they were thinking. So I wrote everything, how these guys were thinking, and I said that I'm going to im, im, import. No, how am I going to say this? I'm going to put this in my life also. I'm going to start thinking like these guys, and that's how. And that was the biggest change that I ever did. It happened so fast, and since I adopted my trading strategy, I don't know, my trading thinking the same way as these professional traders, then that's where I was able now to master, like let's say, like 30% of my psychology now started to think the right way, because as I said, thinking is everything. Your thinking will either make you or break you, whether you want it or not. It's the thinking that makes itself. You can have the best system out there, but if your thinking is fucked up, you'll never produce consistent results. And you can have the bad or the worst system out there, but if your thinking is right, then you are automatically right. It is the thinking that makes it safe. How does this happen? I don't know. I'm not a scientist and I don't want to know, but I know it works and I have done it. So all those things I leave it to the scientist. So this I'm telling you this. So observations are very, very, very crucial for you to be able to improve your trading psychology. Observe from these guys. Observe how they are thinking when they are not even have taken a trade, when they are in a trade and when they're outside a trade. You'll realize that you are on a different world and I am also in a different world. The way I think and the way you think are so totally different things. And that's the game changer where it lies. So I used observation and I took those qualities and or those beliefs or those affirmations or whatever they were saying, I placed them also into my life, and that's how I was able to grow my trading psychology very fast. The next thing that I did was that helped to improve my trading psychology is I used to journal so much. I used to journal very, very much. So journaling, do most traders journal? Not all of them, but also most traders usually don't even know what journaling is all about. You see, journaling is all about. You just most of you don't even know what journaling is. So I'm going to tell you how I perceive journaling to me. So I said journaling. So according to journaling, this is how I do it. After a trade has happened or after I've taken a setup, I ask myself, I took a setup from this and this. Is it a trade book setup? Is it within my notes? Yeah, it's within my notes. Okay, it's okay. Was it a win or a loss? It was a win or it was a loss. There are three types of losses. If it is a loss, there are three types of losses. Was it a method problem loss, or was it a probabilistic loss, or was it a psychological loss? So I ask myself these three questions. If it's a method problem loss, I'll know it is my trading system or my trading strategy. So I will go back to my trading strategy and ask myself, how did I miss this, or how was I wrong? How am I going to improve on this so that next time it doesn't happen again? And I take full responsibility. I say, okay, so it means that I have not understood this concept. So how am I going to improve on this concept the next time? That is the trading method. If it's my trading strategy, if it was my psychology, what did I do? Why did I take this setup here? Why was I in discipline? What made me to react? You see, why couldn't I just sit down and wait for price? So I could ask myself these questions. Do self-analysis, self-check is very important. Be deep to yourself and don't lie yourself. The biggest thing that you can do during journaling is lying to yourself and not taking responsibility. It will fuck you up and you just take responsibility. I don't care. I don't care. Just take responsibility of everything and do self-check. That's why trading is very difficult. Trading is very difficult because most people don't want to be accountable. They don't want to do self-analysis. And that's the biggest thing ever, to take responsibility and to admit that you are the one that you are wrong, even though you are not wrong. That's why most people cannot do that shit. So I asked myself, is it a trading psychology? Then why did I do this? Why? What happened? What came over me? What is my beliefs about this thing? What is my beliefs about fear of losing? What is my belief? How can I change? So you see, you go deep and deep and you understand yourself. The more you understand yourself is the way you understand the market. That's the secret. The only edge that is perfect in this industry is understanding yourself. You are the key. You are the profitable trader. No one else, no nothing else, nothing, nothing, nothing. So that's how I usually do with my journaling. So I began to journal, and that's also helped me to improve myself, to understand myself better, and in the same way improve my trading psychology. The next thing that I did was I started reading trading psychology books, trading psychology books. Very, very helpful. Like Trading in the Zone by Mike Douglas, The Disciplined Trader by Mike Douglas, The Best Loser Win by Tom Hager. These books, they'll keep your mind in the right state of trading that you're supposed to be. If your mind had started shifting to other bad habits or bad ways, it will tend to refocus you back to what your trading mental should be. So you see, so if you have not if you want the best reading books, there's a video that I uploaded recently. The 3 best books that traders must read. So guys, make sure you go and watch that video and make sure you get those books and make sure you start reading all those books. The other step that I took was I had a high willingness to change and I wanted to change. Have high willingness to change. I was ready to change the way I think, the way I started doing things, the way I view things. You see? So it all came back to me again. Do I have high willingness to change? Am I ready to accept new ways of thinking? That's why I had to go and adopt and observe how these guys were doing. You see, am I ready to do things differently? You see, am I ready to go and hit the gym? Even if it's not a must, but I don't know how. But this, I believe, for me, I believe that if you are disciplined in the outside environment, then automatically it will reflect also in your trading environment. Am I ready to do these things differently? Am I? So I had a high willingness to change. So it is up to you, my viewer. Do you have a high willingness to change? Are you ready to do things differently, or you just simply can't change? So it's all up to you. So guys, those are the steps that I was able to take for me to able to master my trading psychology at a very fast speed. Guys, I hope you guys will found this video to be very educative, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next video. It's been your boy Josh X.